Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to, well, it isn't really a re-review. It's just a review of an old classic in a different guise. Back, in prehistoric times, when I started this channel, I did a Guinness original review from the bottle. And I've never reviewed it from the can. Hence, there is a series of Guinness videos coming up weekly over the next month. So I needed to go out and get a pack of Guinness Original to do some videos. So I went to Tesco first because Tesco, my local Tesco, I thought 100% sure they would have it. All I wanted was a 4-pack. I didn't want a pack of 12. Hence, I only had packs of 12. But I had to notice something while on the shelf. During the week, someone showed me something on the internet that NitroSurge devices, they brought it down in price, but not at my local Tesco. They put it up to £30 for the NitroSurge. Shocking. Anyway, going off at a tangent, we have got a beer which is brewed in about 60 countries in the world and available in 120 countries in the world, and it shifts millions and millions of litres every year. We're talking about the Guinness Original. This was acquired from B&M with a little bit extra free on top for about £5.20, 500ml can. So I've done about 3 or 4 Guinness Original incorporate videos on this channel, but this is a straight up review of the can. What do I think of Guinness Original? Well, it introduced me to Guinness in a way. It's the first style of the stout I ever had, and obviously it's a good place to start because this is the stout that started it all, really. So let's crack it open, shall we? I haven't had it out of the can for years. I mean, it's overlooked, I think, the original, because of that. People like the look of the draft and everything, but that's for another video, by the way. So let's see what it's like out of the can. And, I haven't had it for a while, so this is slightly chilled. Just had it in the fridge for a couple of hours, chill it off a little bit. So stick it there. So beer in a glass. Let's have a look. Put it up to the light. Yeah, it's not jet black. You can see the light through it. As you can see, a slightly off-white head, spacious, dissipating head, going down. Let's get a whiff. Hint of roastness there. Hint of chocolate, subtle chocolate. Maybe slight smokiness to it, but it's not really giving off much. It's a slight roasted maltness, but I'm going to go in. Cheers. I still like it. What I like about it, it's the mouthfeel for me. It's that carbonation. It gives it a fresh perspective in a way. It feels fresh, having the carbonation as it is. It feels, slightly crisp even. Maybe because I just chilled it. On the front end, a slight chocolatey note, hint of coffee, not only there's a hint of bitterness towards the back end, which is the more interesting because it dries itself out on the palate, and you get a slight grassy note as well on the back end, which actually gives it a little bit of a distinctive feel over the other Guinnesses, because I don't get that grassiness on the back end of any other Guinnesses. I might pick not yet anyway. I might pick it up in the future videos, but it is, it is a bit of a go-to. This is 1.1% stronger than the draft. So old school, but it still stands up today for me. It certainly does. And I think I wish I got the 12 pack now, because I know that I'll drink it. I know I'll drink it, but never mind. I might go back next week. So overall, what do I think of this? Well, it's a classic. It is a classic. There's no denying, the impact of Guinness on the beer culture throughout the world is massive. And for me, this is total old school. Reminds me of my grandparents. Reminds me of going back in time, keeping that recipe and still brewing the stuff and people still drinking it. And, it just reminds me of going back to when I was a kid and seeing your grandparent drink it and stuff. And, there's foods out there which does that, isn't there? Stuff that takes you back when you're a kid. Bird's custard powder, that was another one which would transport me back to when I was a young'un. And this is one of them things. So from a nostalgic value, from a nostalgic point of view, it's a winner. And from the taste point of view, for me, it's a winner. It could be divisive for a lot of people, because I think some people out there prefer other forms of Guinness. But for me, it's a belter. So one more for the road. Plain, simple, genre-defining stout. Guinness Original. Give it a go. Tell me what you think. I think if no one's had this, then tell me what you think. Anyway, look after yourselves. See you on me next one. Bib bib.